Construct a 99% confidence interval to estimate the population mean using the data below. So we're given the sample mean and the sample standard deviation and n. So we do not know the population standard deviation. So let's look at how to calculate the confidence interval. So we're going to calculate the standard error of the mean, and we're going to take the sample standard deviation divided by the square root of n. So 4.6 divided by the square root. Let's just write this up here because we really need to have that. N is 24. And then the mean of the sample is 22. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate the approximate standard error of the mean. So we're going to do 4.6 divided by the square root of 24 and probably round this to 2 decimal places. 0.94. Let me check and make sure that it's 2 decimal places. It's actually 4 decimal places, so we're going to do it's going to end up being 9390. Okay, now we're going to do the t-distribution, and we're going to do that in Excel for this problem. So when we're doing this, we are doing a 99% confidence interval, so 99 would be 0.01 for alpha. All right, and then the degrees of freedom, let me put alpha right there. The degrees of freedom is n minus 1, so 24 minus 1 would be 23. So our formula in Excel, see if I can find it. Here it is. To get the t in Excel, we're going to do t dot inverse. So and it's a two-tailed test, so make sure you pick the two-tailed. The actually wants probability here, and here it says alpha, so I'm assuming that they're wanting alpha here. Let's just see if that works. 0.01, and the degrees of freedom is 23. All right, and let me see what we're going to round this t value to. Okay, so the rounding is a little strange here. So the approximate standard error of the mean, we're going to round to 4. And then for the t-distribution, we're going to round to 3. So 2.807 is t. So now we're ready to calculate our upper and lower confidence level, or our interval. We're going to do XX. Let's just go ahead and plug in the sample mean is 22 plus and 22 minus the t-score, which is 2.807, times your standard error, which is 0.9390. So let's see what we get here. And you're going to round to 2 decimal places, so that is 19.36 and 24.64. Okay, and that is our confidence interval, and what assumptions need to be made about this population. Well, we want to assume that the population follows a normal distribution. Okay, so in this section, remember, if the population standard deviation is unknown, we're going to substitute in for S. So that's what we ended up having to do in the place of the population standard deviation. But we're still going to make those same assumptions that the population is normally distributed.